Hello, everybody. So I want to start this meeting by recognizing the Chief Marketing Officer, and I want to recognize everybody on the board. In this, my presentation, I will be focusing on reviewing the goals that were given to me by the Chief Marketing Officers, my marketing plan and goals that I had in order to achieve the goals, the strategy that I have for the simulation, what worked, what didn't, the channels that I used to accomplish my goals, the company growth, revenue, and the budget that I had, and social media crisis and recommendations that I have moving forward. So the goals that I was given to me, the chief marketing officer had was to increase the brand of Buhi, increase brand awareness, increase engagement, increase sale, and ultimately outperform our competitors. The marketing plan that I had and goal that I had to accomplish that was to distribute content on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I mostly focused on the 60-second content to be posted on those social media platform. Another plan was to work with influencer to reach audience that Buhi cannot reach, and combine market shares and target them as one so that we can decrease cost of marketing and just sell. It's like hitting two birds with one stones. And the market share that I had in mind were moms, beachgoers, and athletes. And the marketing goals that I had were very similar to the marketing goals that were given to me by the chief marketing officer, which was for me was to increase revenue and brand awareness. So the strategies that I had for the simulation was to post anything and everything at the beginning so that I can see what worked and what didn't. I was able to see which channel was successful, what content was successful, and move along with that. And then I kept trying new things now and then so that I can see what was working and what wasn't. What I found to work and what I found that didn't work was in terms of channel that I found worked the most was Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I found that Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook brought about 99.9% of all the revenue that Buhi had. And Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube just did not work. I tried putting in some money into this platform and they just didn't bring in anything. So I stopped working on them and just focused on the Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. In terms of audience / content that worked was basically the content that I had was to target certain audience. And the content that was successful was the one that was targeting college student, office workers, beachgoers, moms, and athletes. Non-responsive content and audience were the outdoor enthusiasts, which I was surprised by because those people make up 30% of the markets. Therefore, I thought they would respond, but they didn't respond. So I did not focus on them as much or travel as much because they were not responding to the content, but I kept trying. A channel that I used the most were Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook because these were the channels that were responsive. The content that I post there were working, and this channel brought in most of the revenue that Buhi had. In terms of growth, as we can see here, the simulation took, I would say, 2 to 3 months, and we went from 0 followers to 70,000 followers, from 0 engagement to over 100,000 engagement, from 0 likes to over 1,050,000 likes. And we can see here we had a revenue of over 400,000 with only a total cost of over 45,000. And overall, we placed in 8th place compared to a competitor. So we were in the top 10. So that's good. The way I handled the social media crisis was by 4 steps, was by acknowledging and apologizing, investigating the situation, controlling the narrative, and offer a solution. The reason why acknowledging and apologizing is important to be done as soon as possible is because the situation was a terrible one. We're talking about human rights here being violated. So it's something that we had to make very sure that Buhi does not stand for, and we must apologize that it took place. And acknowledge it took place and apologize for it. The second step was to investigate so we can know that everything, so that we're able to give our customers answers to their question. And the reason why it is important for us to give them answer to their questions is because that way we will be able to control the narrative. Because if we cannot answer them, they're gonna come up with their own answers and they're gonna create their own narratives that will be full of misinformation. And once they run with that, we cannot control the narrative. Therefore, it's important for us to have answers ready so that we can give to them and control the narrative. And last but not least, this is actually the most important thing, is to be able to offer a solution. Human rights is important. When our workers are found to be working in humane environments, it takes a dent on not only our product, but our company as a whole. People will not want to buy from us. Offering a solution is a way of letting our customer know is that we made a mistake by not managing this properly. Therefore, from now on, we're gonna do everything in our powers to make sure something like this never happens again. Actions speak bigger than words, and us offering solution would be the biggest action. Now, I'm gonna go on to recommendation. One thing I would like to recommend is to focus on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. This is where Buhi got the most revenue. We received the most revenue from this platform. I'm not saying neglect Twitter, Pinterest, or YouTube altogether. We can go back to those three platforms now and then, but put as much effort on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, because that's where people are, that's where money is. Second is a focus on responsive audience. I was focused and I put quite a lot of money on outdoor enthusiasts, people who love the outdoors, and they were not responding. And then when I put money into other customers, they were responding, and they are the reason why Buhi was able to perform so well, is because the content that were focused on them brought in response, and they were able to go and buy our product. The third recommendation is to offer deals. One thing that, as I mentioned previously, was that I kept trying new things now and then, and I moved on with what worked. I continued with what worked, and what didn't work, I left behind. I found out later on that offering deals is something that customer wants. They want to see that if there is a sale going on of 20% off, there is a free shipping, there is a deal of buy two get one free. Whenever we post things that have an ad of sales, they're gonna respond to that. Therefore, we should do more sales, because they will respond to it and they're gonna go out and they're going to buy. And last but not least, work with what works, but try new things. That's how I was able to find that customer really like deals. So let's keep working with Facebook. Let's work with customers that respond to our content, and let's offer deals, but let's still try new things, because when we do so, we're gonna find out other strategies that we can tag along into our marketing goals and plan. Thank you.